Well, tonight, ABC 7 is first to report former Laurel Police Chief Dave Crawford charged as a serial arsonist. Investigators also now accusing him of attempted murder. Police say that is him in this surveillance video, dousing the home of the chief who succeeded him, then torching it. It was one of several fires across our area that date back a decade. ABC 7's Justin Hinton continues our coverage in Laurel. And Justin, you're finding out tonight that Crawford is even accused of going after his own family?
Yeah, that's right. Investigators say he targeted relatives, also former doctors, former police officers, and they also say they found a target list that connects him to those crimes. It's chilling to watch a man pouring gasoline on the garage belonging to former Laurel Police Chief Rich McLaughlin in March of 2019.
I was a police officer for 33 years. I thought I had lived pretty much everything there was to live, and this knocked me to my knees.
Even more chilling to experience.
To get up at 3:30 in the morning because my dog woke me up, to go outside to find my house engulfed, and have to come in and wake my family and get them out of the house. It knocked me to my knees.
Investigators say the man responsible is the chief McLaughlin replaced, Dave Crawford.
This is somebody I worked for, that I respected.
But they say Crawford went much further than that one fire, saying this is him too, running away after setting a fire in Montgomery County in November of 2020. Over the course of 10 years, he's accused of starting a dozen fires at several different homes, some of them belonging to high-ranking police officials. Investigators linked him to 2 in Prince George's County, 3 in Montgomery, 5 in Howard, and 1 in Frederick County. There's also 1 in Charles County investigators believe he set, though he hasn't been charged.
First responders put their lives on the line every day, and to have somebody going out doing that, setting fires, is just unacceptable.
According to court records, Crawford is being held without bond, but we do expect a bond review to take place tomorrow morning. Now, we've also just learned that Howard County leaders are going to be holding a news conference tomorrow afternoon, and that's where we expect to learn more about this case.
A developing story right now. Capitol Police are on high alert as the FBI warns of an extremist threat to attack the Capitol tomorrow. This comes as the D.C. National Guard commander testified just hours ago about the delay in sending National Guard troops to help during the January 6th breach. D.C. Bureau Chief Sam Ford joins us now live on Capitol Hill with more. Sam?
Lisa, you name it. Capitol Police, FBI, Homeland Security, nobody is playing down the possibility of violence by the group QAnon or other such groups between tomorrow and Saturday, because they're upset over the loss of President Trump and say that they're going to reinstate him as president March 4th. But a big topic on the Hill today, how officials handle the January 6th attack. The general of the D.C. National Guard indicating that his hands were tied.
Chief Conte and Chief Son passionately pleaded for District of Columbia National Guard to get to the Capitol with all deliberate speed.
General William Walker, commander of the D.C. National Guard, described to senators what he was going through as protesters January 6 were attacking the Capitol.
What I wanted to do was take those guardsmen and move them to the Capitol immediately.
He wanted to take 150 guard off previously requested D.C. traffic duty, plus he had another 150 at the Armory and more on the way from Joint Base Andrews.
The Secretary of Defense said I could use it as a last resort.
Last resort, right.
But the Secretary of the Army says that I could only use it after he gave me permission.
As Pentagon officials hesitated about the optics of troops at the Capitol, senators asked, did that come up with Black Lives Matter protests last summer?
It was never discussed the week of June. It was never discussed July 4th when we were supporting the city. It was never discussed August 28th when we supported the city.
Did you think that was unusual?
I did.
According to General Walker, units of the D.C. National Guard could have arrived 3 hours earlier at the Capitol than they did, but were not allowed to. And even when the go-ahead was approved at 4:32 p.m.,
he was not told that till 5:08. That's what.
How is that possible, Mr. Salazar? Do you think that the decision in the moment we were in was made at 4:32, and the person that had to be told wasn't told for more than half an hour after the decision was made?
Senator, I think that's an issue.
And the general said that as soon as he got the go-ahead, he already had troops on buses, and they headed down East Capitol and arrived at the Capitol from the Armory, he said, in 18 minutes. When we come back at 6, we'll again look at the situation, about their concern about the Capitol tomorrow, and a memo from the Sergeant at Arms urging members and staffers to remain vigilant and to report suspicious activity.
All new at 6, a 7 on your side I-team investigation into a pet owner's nightmare. Her dog starts trembling and yelping in pain outside of a D.C. apartment building. The source of the agony uncovered by 7 on your side investigative reporter Scott Taylor. And tonight, he's getting results.
You can't get the stick.
This frisky pup is Barker.
Buddy.
Barker loves long walks in his Navy Yard neighborhood.
No? No, you won't come?
But there's one place Barker won't go.
No? All right. Let's go this way.
It's a doggy danger zone, and he's terrified to enter.
So I just walk through that door, and my dog just yelps and jumps and doesn't know what's going on.
Here's the issue. Anytime it rains, pets like this one right here has gotten shocked in front of the Foundry Apartments located here in Southeast D.C. 7 on your side wants to know, what in the world is going on? How did it happen? And why did it take us getting involved before somebody took care of the issue?
Camacho says Barker was shocked 3 times, and she notified Brookfield Properties, the apartment's leasing company, but it failed to do anything about it. Despite repeated messages, including this one on February 1st, stating Barker had been electronically shocked again last night at the front door. Other tenants have been complaining about electric shocks for more than a year. Camacho's husband called Pepco, and the utility company inspected the site on February 7th and determined the issue belonged to the apartment building, but the electricity kept flowing finally. After 7 on your side contacted Pepco, it met with apartment managers who turned off the power.
No pulling.
So why did it take so long? Brookfield Properties declined an on-camera interview, but emailed saying, when the incident was brought to our attention, we immediately took action with Pepco and resolved the situation. 7 on your side had more questions, so we paid Brookfield Properties a visit.
I'd like to ask you a question why dogs are being shocked.
I'm sorry,
Foundry Law.
We can't.
Saeed Hassan is the general manager at Brookfield Properties, and he's one of the people who received an email in regards to Barker's owners alerting the leasing company about the dangerous issue.
Saeed, you were emailed earlier this month about it, and you didn't take care of it until we got involved.
I don't think that's true.
You know, we're just trying to make sure that pets aren't shocked out there anymore.
They're not being shocked.
They were, correct?
I'm unable to make any comments right now.
7 on your side asked DC's Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs to take a look. It found that stray voltage was coming from one of the 4 external lights outside the building. Repairs are being made this week.
It could just really come to a really bad accident, so that's why we called you.
We want to thank Brookfield Properties for finally turning off the power so no more dogs are shocked here. Now, if they do not make repairs in a timely fashion, the property owners could face a $2,000 fine. In Washington, D.C., Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.